Welcome everyone here and everyone watching the broadcast of the class of 2021 graduation ceremony. We have had quite a year, but we made it to today. Congratulations, class of 2021. Today we will follow the following health mandates. Masks are required, social distance as much as possible, and I know that's hard to believe. Hand sanitizer is available. Also, do not come down on the floor to take pictures. Garen will be taking pictures of the seniors receiving the diploma, and those pictures will be handed out as soon as they're processed. If you do need to use the restroom during the ceremony, please use the east doors. Please remain in your area until after the recessional and then leave from the main doors over here and meet the graduates outside. There will be no congratulations line. The graduates will meet the family and friends outside. Now we'll proceed with the ceremony. Thank you.
The class of 2021 would like to welcome you to our commencement activities. It has certainly been a memorable senior year, but we made the best of it. On behalf of the class of 2021, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the staff, administration, board, and community members who made this day possible. Today, we stand proudly in front of our teachers, administrators, friends, and families, hoping we upheld the highest tradition and values of Winnebago Public School. On a day like this, it is appropriate to stand back, take a breath, and recognize how far we have come. At this time, please stand if you're able and honor the flag song and remain standing as Mr. Craig Cleveland Jr. administers the blessings immediately following.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce this year's guest speaker, Miss Callie Warrior. Callie is a 2013 graduate of Winnebago Public School. While in high school, she participated in basketball, volleyball, one-act, choir, and speech. After graduation, she enlisted in the U.S. Army National Guard, where she would serve 7 years. She received an honorable discharge in 2020. While in Guard, Callie attended Haskell Indian Nations University and played collegiate basketball. She would become Haskell's men and women all-time scorer and NAIA All-American athlete. She received her bachelor's in American Indian Studies and is currently attending Doan University, working towards her master's in mental health counseling. She is a mother of 2 beautiful daughters and is currently working for Morningstar Counseling as a case manager and future therapist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Callie Warrior.
Thank you, Hayden, for that introduction. Good afternoon, everybody. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Callie Warrior, and I'm from the Southern Ponca tribe of Oklahoma, and I am Omaha. My parents are Anitra Warrior, Travis Mallory, Gary Webster, and Kim Inchminger. My paternal grandparents are Ivan Kreisverbs and Sandra Warrior, and my paternal grandparent is Marion Siri. I first want to thank Creator for blessing us with this beautiful day and extend my gratification to the class of 2021 for allowing me to be the guest speaker. It is personally significant to me that each and every one of you know that it is an honor and privilege for me to be here to speak before you. So prior to my enrollment at Winnebago, I was going to school in Ponca City, Oklahoma, where I was surrounded by family, friends, relatives, and many other Indigenous students. The beginning of my freshman year, I transferred to Southeast High School in Lincoln. I was enrolled there for only 3 months. During those 3 months, I struggled because no one in my entire school was Native. I was bullied and outcasted. Basketball was my outlet, but I was devastated when my coach put me on reserves, which is below varsity and JV. During this time, I felt so alone and invisible. The cherry on top was me failing math and not being eligible to play. I was becoming depressed, isolated, and sick. Southeast was not built for a young minority student. As I continued to suffer in silence, I begged my mom to move here to Winnebago to be with my dad. That was a decision that changed my life for the better and brought me out of one of the most darkest places in my life at that time. Once I came to school here in November 2009, I took advantage of all of the extracurricular activities. I played basketball, volleyball, participated in choir, one-act debate, and I was a part of National Honor Society. I was right where you belonged. I was a student of Mr. Bono, Miss Palmer, Mr. Coble, Janelle McCluskey, and Miss Spurt. One thing that makes me so happy about being here is I was in your shoes. I literally sat in the same chairs as you're sitting in right now. I had the same teachers, played against the same teams, and competed against the same competitors as all of you did. In 2013, I graduated, and my whole senior year, I was undecided about what I was going to do after high school. And a part of me was scared of the unknown, and also I was really insecure. I was rejected from the Army because I had a low ASVAB score, and then I was rejected from every college that I applied to because of my low ACT scores. I managed to get into those same colleges only because I was being recruited to play basketball. As for the ASVAB, I retook it, studied hard, and I finally passed with a decent score. Right before I graduated from Bago, I signed my letter of intent to play basketball at Haskell Indian Nations University, and 7 days after, I joined the Army National Guard. I was unsure if I was going to make it through college because in second grade, I was diagnosed with dyslexia. I was a student who always had an IEP and was always in the resource room. I was worried that I would fail out of college, and I needed to make sure I had a backup plan, which was the military. Little did I know, I would excel in the classroom and become one of the leading scorers, shot blockers, and rebounders in the nation my freshman year at Haskell as an NAIA women's basketball player. I was absolutely loving college. I was discovering who I was, and it was all fun and games until I was involved in a toxic and abusive relationship with my partner at the time. I was so consumed with our relationship, and I felt so guilty because of what had happened between us. He was expelled. My sophomore year of college was the worst at high school because I let myself put up with unhealthy decisions. All of this was happening towards the end of my spring semester. During the summer, I appealed my academic suspension, which thankfully gave me the motivation to pull myself together. My junior year was epic. I was able to redeem myself in the National Guard, and I got promoted to Specialist Warrior. I had gotten the best grades ever while in college, and I got my starting spot back on the team. I also scored my 1,000th point, and in basketball, we were the first team to beat the College of the Ozarks and to ever win a conference championship for high school. And we also had punched our ticket to the NAIA National Tournament, which was held in Sioux City. I had ended my junior year on such a high note. I was ready to come back my senior year and break even more records. I showed up to campus ready to live my best life. Little did I know I was unexpectedly pregnant. This news was so shocking to my family, friends, coaches, and even to myself. That year was hard because I was so worried and consumed about how I was going to take care of a baby while I was living on the third floor at Roll Call Hall. I tried my best preparing for my daughter when she would arrive. I got a job working at Raising Cane's, and I took a lower class load. What made that year so hard was being shamed, stereotyped, and labeled for getting pregnant and giving up my senior year in college basketball. Whenever I went into labor, it was definitely terrifying because it was 5:30 in the morning, and there were only a couple people on campus. All of my friends were in Cancun, Mexico, enjoying our spring break. So I drove myself to the hospital because no one was in the dorm and all of my family was living out of state. March 21st of 2017 became the best day of my life because I gave birth to my daughter, Logan Morningstar Warrior. My family was there supporting me, and eventually my friends came. After the spring and summer semester of a crazy and consistent schedule, I came back as a fifth-year senior, ready to finally graduate and finish what I had started. Me and my daughter got into family housing, and the first few months, Logan never left my side. We would get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, pack our car, and go to the gym for 6 a.m. conditioning. Then I would take her to Pocahontas Dormitory Hall because I worked there part-time. And then she would come to class with me attending tribal food sovereignty. Then we would go back to the gym for practice and finally back home for dinner and studying. I was so exhausted and tired, especially on the weekends whenever I would have to report to drill. Once the season started, I would make trips to Nebraska and Oklahoma every week because my family would help me take care of Logan. My senior year was filled with long nights of studying, Logan's feeding schedule, late night practices and games. But I was finally able to walk away with high school with a bachelor's degree. I broke the men's and women's scoring record, became high school basketball's MVP, and an NAIA All-American. Now I'm currently pursuing my master's degree in clinical counseling, and I work for Morningstar Counseling as a case manager. What I want all of you graduates to take from my story is I am a reflection of you. I am a student who sat in the same chair as you. I am a young parent, and I'm a student with dyslexia and someone who still has an IEP as a graduate student. I want you to know that there are so many opportunities waiting for you. You all have the potential to do what you want. There is greatness within you. You are here graduating with your high school diploma, and I recognize that there were so many challenges, so many ups and downs behind closed doors and in the world. You all survived a pivotal point in history. Throughout your high school careers, you witnessed civil rights movements, a global pandemic, and a historical election. It has taken you strength, consistency, dedication, and hard work to be here. You all have made the decision to be right here. As you leave and take this next step in your life, I want you to remember that success is not always pretty. You're going to be challenged, have breakdowns, and face whether or not you want to continue onto your path and face other adversities. You have the power and control to choose what you want in your life. When you are in a moment of vulnerability, know that your friends, teachers, and community is supporting you and wants you to succeed. And I say that so confidently in the best way possible. I am not from here. I was not born in Winnebago, and I am not Winnebago, but it takes a village and it takes a village to raise a community. And this tribe this school, and the people here took part in raising me. I am proof that, I am someone, along with your family and community, who will support you and who genuinely wants you to succeed. As I end with closing remarks, I thank you for allowing me the honor and privilege to share my story. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck as you continue on to this next chapter of your life. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
I would first like to recognize the students that are wearing the gold cords. The gold cords are the students that are on the National Honor Society. The students that are wearing blue or white cords are in the top 10% of their class. Now I will be announcing scholarships that our 2021 class has received. When I read your name, please stand up. Your certificates will be in your totes when you get them after the ceremony. Darius Bass. Darius has received the NCPA Financial Promise. Toby Bassett. Toby has received the Susan Buffett Scholarship, the UNL Nebraska Emerging Leader Scholarship, and the NCPA Financial Promise. Natasha Deal. Natasha has received the Winnebago Public Schools General Student Scholarship, Winnebago Public Schools Student Council Scholarship, Peru State College Athletic Scholarship, Peru State President Scholarship, the Susan T. Buffett Scholarship, and the JOM Book Scholarship. Mackenzie Decora. Mackenzie has received the JOM Book Scholarship. Janae Doxey. Janae has received the UNL Nebraska Emerging Leader Scholarship, Winnebago Public Schools Academy Student Scholarship, the Winnebago Education Association Scholarship, and the NCPA Financial Promise. Nevasia Fremont. Nevasia has received the Mark Ledoux Foundation Scholarship and the JOM Book Scholarship. Zariah George. Zariah has received the Nebraska Emerging Leader Scholarship, the Winnebago Public Schools Academy Student Scholarship, and the Susan Buffett Scholarship, along with the NCPA Financial Promise. Cassie Harden. Cassie has received the JOM Book Scholarship. Sinya Harlan. Sinya has received the Susan Buffett Scholarship and the Winnebago Public Schools General Student Scholarship. Samantha Littlegeorge. Samantha has received the NCPA Financial Promise. Jacoby Mahan. Jacoby has received the UNO Dean Scholarship, the UNL Nebraska Achievement Scholarship, and the UNL Husker Power Scholarship. Jatana McClellan. Jatana has received the UNL Nebraska Emerging Leader Scholarship, Winnebago Public Schools Academy Student Scholarship, the Charter West Bank Walt Hillbrandt Scholarship, and the NCPA Financial Promise. Hayden Parker. Hayden has received the JOM Book Scholarship. Keisha Snyder. Keisha has received the TJ Majors Success Award, Peru State College Athletic Scholarship, and the Winnebago Education Association Scholarship. Congratulations to all of you.
Now I'm pleased to introduce the Salutatorian for the class of 2021, Miss Senya Harlan.
All right. I'm scared.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Senya Harlan. My Indian name is Niju Maniwinga. My years at Winnebago Public School have been phenomenal and something I'll never forget. My friends have always been there and supported me in everything I do. I'd like to also thank all my teachers and administrators for helping and teaching me these past years. You are very appreciated. I had the most support from not only my teachers, but from my parents this year. They have pushed me every day to finish and get where I am today. I plan to go to UNO and start in pre-med for the next few years, then hopefully get transferred to UNMC. This is something I've always been passionate about, and now I'm going to achieve it. When Ms. Tremaine told me I might have a chance at Salutatorian, it encouraged me to work harder in my classes to get where I am right now. This was a very great experience. I couldn't wait for this day, and it is finally here. Congratulations to our class of 2021. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Senya. And now it is my honor to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2021, Miss Natasha Deal.
Thank you, Mr. Main. It is my pleasure to welcome students, friends, families, and staff to the Winnebago Public School 2021 graduation. I am very honored to be standing here representing the class of 2021. First, I'd like to start off my speech by giving out some thank yous. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to join us on this special occasion. I'd also like to give another thanks to the teachers and family members who have been with us every step of the way. Thank you, Grandma, for being the loving, caring person you are. Thank you for always checking me out for lunch when my mom would say no. Thank you for being the best grandma that a girl can have. To my sister Deanna, thank you for paying for my car. That's good. Thank you for everything you do for me. Thank you for being a great big sister. Lastly, I'd like to thank my mom. As you watch me walk across this stage today, honored to give this speech, please know that I will never forgive the sacrifices you made to help me get up here. I love and appreciate you so much. Done with the thank yous, on to my speech. First, I'd like to say this quote I really like by Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss once said, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You are the person who will decide where to go." I choose this speech because it goes with the topic I would like to briefly talk about. What now? From everything we learned, what will we remember? What will we forget? What will we use in the future? Learning profiles are a set of ideas that should be inspiring and motivating. Will we remember them later in life, or will we forget them? For those of you that don't know what a learner profile is, it's a document, project, or even just a conversation that helps a teacher or a person learn more about you. Learner profiles are things that you use in the future, like being a risk taker. You might go bungee jumping, you might go skydiving, or you might do something that you never thought you would do. This is all coming under the learner profile of being a risk taker. That there is one example of a learner profile that we will use now, and that will be very useful in the future. The question is, how will you use them in the future? Finally, to all you graduates sitting in front of me, with whom I shared many memories with, I hope that as we end this chapter in our lives, we are all ready to start a new life. Use our learner profiles, take those risks. I wish you all the best of the best. Congratulations and good luck to the class of 2021.
At this time, we would like to acknowledge the community entities who have so generously presented the class of 2021 graduates with gifts. Sweetgrass Trading Company. Each graduate is also receiving a star quilt from the JOM Parent Committee. Winnebago has given each graduate a gift card. The Ho Chunk Renaissance Program has gifted each female graduate with a woman's necklace and each male graduate a tobacco pouch. And now Mr. Willie Bass will present the Salutatorian and Valedictorian gifts on behalf of Ho Chunk Inc.
Pinigigi, Mrs. Tremaine. I would like to ask my elders and fluent speakers to forgive me for speaking at this time. Greetings to each and every one of you. My name is Willie Bass. My ceremonial name is Mashamani, and it means walks with purpose. And I am very happy to be here today to provide a gift to the Valedictorian and Salutatorian on behalf of Ho Chunk Inc. And before I do, Natasha and Sinya, if you want to make your way up here, and then if you want to just stand here for a second, I'm just going to say a couple words, and then I'll actually come down so Sinya doesn't have to try to wobble up here again. So if you want to come up here, then I'll just say a few words. Ho Chunk Inc. values education very much so. We do our best to partner with local communities and our local organizations and the school to support education as much as we can. And I would just like to acknowledge these two young ladies in front of me. They are an example of leadership, academic leadership, and what it means to persevere and accomplish goals and to be a good role model for the younger generations of our tribe and to the world. And so I just want to take this time to say congratulations to the Valedictorian and Salutatorian, but also congratulations to each and every one of our graduates today. You guys have done it. We are proud of you. Everybody sitting in these stands today are here for you. They're here to support you guys. They know how much work you've been putting in to get to this point, and this is kind of a closing of a chapter and going to be opening a new one, and everyone's going to go their separate ways, and everyone is going to accomplish great things and contribute to the world what you were born on this earth to do. And so I just want to leave you with those words, and I want to come down here and provide the Valedictorian, Salutatorian, Natasha, and Sinya with a $600 gift to All Native Solutions, which they can use to purchase any electronic of their choice, whether that be a tablet or a laptop or anything that'll help them as they pursue their college career after today. So one round of applause for our Salutatorian and Valedictorian. Pina Gigi. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Willie and Ho Chunk Inc. Will the class of 2021 please rise? Ms. Marion Holstein, President of the Winnebago Public School Board of Education, and fellow school board members, I present to you the class of 2021. These students have met all of the requirements set forth by the Winnebago Board of Education and by the Nebraska Department of Education. Graduates, you may be seated. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your diploma. Jarius Bass. Eric D. Bassett. You can take it off. Gabriel Dwayne Bassett, Jr. Toby J. Bassett. Aiden A. Bear. Isaias Michael David Burney. Renaya Bigfire. Decia Marae Blackfish. Durnell Blackfish. Natasha Ray Deal. Mackenzie Rose Decora. Janae K. Doxey. Darion E. Earth. Jasia Latai Earth. Dominique C. Free. Navasia M. Fremont. Angel Lee Frenchman. Zariah George. Cassie Sanae Harden. Sinya R. Harlan. Apollo Houston. Julene Hutchinson. Timory Jovan James. Caleb M. Carnes. Diane Marie Lapointe. Samantha Rain Little George. Jacoby John Joseph Mahon. Eliza D. Masquat. Jatana Leah McClellan. Hayden Linnell Parker. Danae Payer. Samaya Avery Proctor. Antonio Robles. Keisha Lee Snyder. Coda J. Springer. Kai F. Thomas. Michael Thomas Horton. Randall J. Urbanik. Elijah Vargas. Tasia Deshay Walker. Class of 2021, please rise. The turning of the tassel from the right to the left symbolizes your transition from student to high school graduate. Class of 2021, please face your families. Family and friends, I present to you the newest alumni of Winnebago Public School. Graduates, you may turn your tassels. You may be seated. At this time, the senior class would like to honor their parents, family, and friends who have supported them in their educational journey. Winnebago Public School staff and administration would also like to thank the parents and families for their guidance and support. Families, honored guests, when you see the slide with your graduate's name and picture, please stand so they can locate you in the crowd. We will now have a special musical presentation by Mr. Toby Bassett.
Wow. Head up off the ground, take a look around. I see the light shining in your eyes. Come along with me, you are gonna see. Together we can light the skies. You will be the one, shining like the sun. Never be afraid. You can be Mars or one of the stars, ready to shine your light. Your dream and mine, we're ready to shine. We're gonna burn so bright, we can burn bright. Everybody knows how a flame that grows begins with just a single spark. When your heart's desire is burning like a fire, light from your dream will pierce the dark. Give it all you've got, grab it while it's hot. Hey, it's up to you. You can be Mars or one of the stars, ready to shine your light. Your dream and mine, we're ready to shine. We're gonna burn so bright, we can burn bright. You can be Mars or one of the stars, ready to shine your light. Your dream and mine, we're ready to shine. We're gonna burn so bright, we can burn bright. We can burn bright. We can burn bright.
Thank you, Toby. That was awesome. How about one more round of applause? Now, Zariah George will give some closing remarks.
We would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for sharing this special day with us. This is truly an historic day for us, class of 2021. The past 4 years have been a journey, but the real adventure lies ahead of us. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as the seniors exit the gym to the honor song. Please remain in the gym until all of the graduates have completed their recessional. Due to COVID protocols, there will not be a receiving line. Thank you and have a pleasant evening.